name is Sarah Norris. I'm the Community Gardens Program Manager for KU Med Botanic Gardens. Today I'm going to talk about composting at home 101. So what is it? What is composting? It's basically just nature's way of recycling organic matter, like leaves and food waste, into fertilizer to enrich the soil. So why should you compost? Composting is a great way to recycle and reduce your food waste at home, and it will also improve your soil health. It's very costly to have food waste in the landfills, and if we can divert it from the landfills, we can actually turn it into what's called black gold, and so it's also beneficial for your soil. Composting will cut your methane emissions from the landfills. So when food waste is being decomposed in the landfills, there is no oxygen available for the decomposers, so they go through an anaerobic process, which creates methane, which is a greenhouse gas, which is not good for the earth. And then composting will also conserve water. It helps our soil to retain moisture, which makes our plants happy. So what can you compost? The rule of thumb for composting at home is a 2 to 4 parts brown to 1 part green. So what does that mean? Your brown materials are carbon, and so things like cardboard from your paper towel rolls or even toilet paper rolls, dead leaves, branches, twigs, and paper. Your green are your sources of nitrogen, which can be your food waste, fresh grass clippings, and then coffee grounds. And then you also want to make sure that your compost pile has a good amount of oxygen and moisture. So you want to get in there and turn it every now and then to introduce oxygen. And in terms of moisture, it needs to have the feeling of just wet enough to be like a wrung out sponge. So things you do not want to compost: any kind of a diseased plant from your yard. If you compost it and then put it on your garden later, you're actually spreading that disease. You don't want to compost dairy, fat, or meat, pet waste, or any grass clippings that have been treated with pesticides. And then in terms of composting, it's really easy to do. I just use an old Folgers coffee can. It has a really great sealable lid, and I just keep this underneath my kitchen sink. And then I can take it out to my compost bin at home and dump it when this is full. There are also companies that will come and collect your compost, which I do at home as well, and they'll usually give you just a 5-gallon bucket, and you can just put it in there and then put it on the curb when they come to pick it up. There are also little kits that you can buy to create a compost pile at home. They're usually some sort of a turnable drum. And then, as you can see here at KUMC Botanic Gardens, we get our compost from Missouri Organic Recycling. It's made of recycled materials that come from the local community, and we also buy it in bulk, so we minimize our use of plastic. So composting is an easy thing to do at home. I highly recommend it. It definitely benefits the earth, and happy composting.